Hey, you guys. My name is Annabelle Correa. I'm 23 years old, and I want to be able to share my coming out story with you guys. Um, I don't even know where to begin, but I guess I'll start by saying, I was 12 years old when I first came out to my parents. Back then, it was a little less acceptable than it is now, but you know, I told my dad, I was like, "Hey, pops, like, um, you know, I like girls." And he laughed and he said, "Yeah, I've been known since he was little." And he dismissed the whole conversation. I had really long hair at that time, and I wasn't the best. I mean, I ain't the best now, but that's beside the subject. Um, and you know, he didn't talk to me after that. I told my sister, "Hey, I want to get my hair cut," but my mom didn't let me get my hair cut. So we stayed up one day until like 3 in the morning, and my sister cut off all my hair. Or we were really young, so we didn't know what we was doing. But my mom saw my hair the next day. She's like, "What the heck is wrong with you? Like, why are you cutting off your hair?" um, she was furious. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I was happy. I was walking around with like a bald spot in the back of my head because, my sister knew how to like that I wanted short, but I had like this little bald spot in the back of my head, or maybe like two or three. But all the kids in the neighborhood was looking at me like, what like, who's this? Like, I didn't know she liked girls. I was the trending topic of my neighborhood, and you know, I told my mom I really like this girl, and my mom laughed at me. And she's like, don't say stupid stuff like that. It's the phase. And so, I was like, maybe it is a phase. I didn't know what being gay meant. I didn't know any of that. But as I got older, I started noticing that I was still attracted to girls. Like, I would see a pretty girl, I'm like, okay, the girl's pretty. But you know, uh, I don't know. I guess my mom got deported, so I had to move in with my dad because they were split up. Because he's a very abusive man to my mother, and I lived with my father, and he would beat me up every day, and he would tell me once I would get off of school, he's like, um, "How many men have you been sleeping with?" And he'll be drunk and he'll be hitting me, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I've never been with a boyfriend sexually or a female sexually, and he was just hitting me, and I've never seen hate in somebody's eyes until I seen it in my father's. He would choke me, and he would put me up against the wall, and I was gasping for air. Like, he would have my neck, and I would look in his eyes, and I'd be crying like my own father was trying to kill me, and he would let me go, and then he'll grab me by my shirt, and he's like, "You want to dress like a man? You want to act like a man?" He's like, he would throw me and fight like a man. Uh, and out of anger, I'd be like, I will fight him back too. And he would punch me until I would black out, and he'll pick me up, shake me up again, and he'll keep repeatedly hitting me. And, I would go in the bathroom, and like my whole face would be swollen. I would miss a couple of days of school, and I was scared. I felt ugly for a really long time because I didn't want to be this person. I didn't want to be the gay girl. Thank God, like, I have very helpful friends that were there for me in hard times. My dad and my stepmom kicked me out when I was 15, so I didn't have nowhere to go. I had a couple of friends that let me stay. I was in and out. I was homeless for 5 years, 6 years almost, and until I moved in with my partner. But it was a journey. I was scared for a really long time. I moved in with my aunt at one point, and I would think that my own family would love me and support me, but they would force their religion on me. They're very religious people, and I'm not talking bad about religion because I do believe in God, but the way that it was pushed upon me, it hurt me and it destroyed me because I would walk in there and I was a walking target for all the people. They would be like, "You're gonna burn in hell," like, "You have a demon inside of you," like, "We need to get it out because that's only for, like, gay people is not a good thing," and all this stuff. And so for a really long time I was scared, and one day I just decided, like, I couldn't. I started having really bad anxiety, really bad PTSD, uh, and I decided, I saw this girl and I really liked her, and I decided, this is who I am. This is who I'm meant to be. Last year, my dad threatened to kill me if I walked by his area, and I told him, I'm not scared of you no more, because I'm gonna be the best gay person that I'm meant to be. And it sounds fun, but I felt it. For the first time, I stood up for myself, and he knows, and my family knows. This is who I am. This is who I want to be. And at the end of the day, all I can say is, even though I lost a lot of my family members, I'm finding myself. And no matter how many people tell me or how many people laugh at me for being gay, for being that gay girl, I fight for myself, because that's the only thing that keeps me happy. I'm learning to love myself every day as I'm going. I'm not perfect. I'm not. But if I let what every person tells me get to me, it will destroy me. And it was close to destroying me once, but I got back up and I fought. And I like to call myself a warrior, and all these people too that are going through different struggles. Every time you get back up, you're a warrior. You're always fighting. And I have to say, the only thing that got me through a lot of stuff too is I let myself feel. If I was angry, I would yell. If I was sad, I would cry. If I needed a hug, I asked for a hug. There was days where I was just full of rage and I just was hitting everything, and I needed to. Because if I held it all in, it would have destroyed me. It was poison. So I let it all out. There's still something inside of me that hurts me, but I'm taking it day by day. And that's my only advice to you guys, and that's my coming out story. So I hope you guys get something out of this.